have two burning questions.
Yes.
And I think they're answered, and I just still need clarification, if that's all right, please.
Whatever. Any excuse to hang out.
Okay. I feel like a lot of death is challenging me. So a lot of people are terminally ill or have just been diagnosed with cancer and are coming to sit in our meditation group or to come and see me and do the journey work. And I have one lady who is just battling and battling and battling phenomenally. And she was one of the first to do the journey work with you in the early days. And she does not want to die. And
The battling is where the issue is, you understand? I know I'm not saying anything that isn't known. Maybe somewhere somebody needs to hear this.
Yeah.
That there's a surrender to the inevitability of death. And the truth is that death comes. It's either going to come sooner or later, but it always comes sometime. And there has to be willingness to meet the fear of death and discover that which doesn't die.
Yeah.
And as long as there's a battle, you fight with it. And usually battle wins, you know. And then there comes a point that you meet your deepest fear. And in meeting that fear, that death will happen for all of us. It's the nature of having a physical body, is that it eventually passes away. There's an invitation to find that which never dies. And so there's a real prayer for this woman to find that which never dies. And so then, instead of battling, she can fall in love with this illness that has come as some sort of gift of whatever her journey is meant to be. But not to... when I hear people battling with cancer, I think, oh, cancer is not something I'd ever want to battle with.
No.
But I'd want to befriend it. I'd want to recognize it's my teacher and find out what I'm to learn.
She's hooked into, if I can just find this one thing.
Yeah, this is the mistake. And it's what I'm suggesting to you is if you can softly recommend that she meets the fear of death first.
Yeah.
And find out what this disease has to teach her. And so whether death happens or doesn't, knowing this eternal presence, because talk about friction. Somebody has to show up whose sole job is to locate wherever that root cause is, to save the day from the body from doing what it does. The very action of that kind of force and panic is a drain on the nervous system. Do you understand? It's not in the hands of the journey process. It's in the hands of grace whether the body heals or not. We all know this, but I'm reminding us all. And if it's time for the body to heal, then the journey or some other process will become available that will allow that to happen. And if the destiny is that the body's time to go, then what can happen is the journey process can bring us home to this that can never go. And very often what happens is when we come home to that, then we've learned the lesson that the body was trying to teach us, and then it's fine to body comes or doesn't go. But many people heal when they give up the fight. Because the fight itself is damaging. Do you understand? It's very, I'm discovering more and more how important it is that this relaxation, that even the cells need to relax. And right now her cells are in overdrive because they're frantically searching for the cause. Do you understand? That you rest in this that is always here, the eternal. And the eternal can shift consciousness. So the spaces, you can get to the space between molecules. And when that's burned through, the body can line itself up completely disease-free. And there's beautiful, have you guys seen the Making a Difference CD? A group of people, most of whom have never been to a journey, intensive. Had all kinds of healings. And there's one woman on there who had a terminal illness that was incurable and untreatable. And she found herself free from that illness. And it's a mistake that people make, that they're looking for the silver bullet. And that at some point a surrender needs to happen. And into this that never dies. And then if it's the will of grace, using the journey tools, which are the most powerful ones I know on the planet, you can get access to that consciousness and clear it. And even if it does get cleared, there's still no knowing whether it's the destiny for that body to hang out. I've had all sorts happen. I've had people completely get clear and they get bumped off by a bus. Yeah, I've had someone who wanted to die who was forced then to be completely clear. You know? There can't be any known, only that you can facilitate and open into this that never dies. And I'm sure you've done all your secondary gains and all that. Yeah. So she's battling, as long as the resistance is there, the battle, the war goes on, and that's part of the problem. And what if there weren't an option to battle? To fight so hard? What if love were the only answer? To love the illness. This is what I would suggest, that she bring her illness to the campfire. And she find a way to forgive it and to love it, and also to find this that doesn't die. And I'm thanking God that we don't play God. We can't know someone's destiny. We can know and help them to freedom while the form is still here. You know? I've never said I love you to you, but I want to say I love you to you. I love the love that you bring to clients. They're very lucky.